Hello everyone, this is another installment of the Director MCRC report, and I'm happy to talk to you today about what's all happened in the month of May 2024, and that includes some exciting meetings, some awards, as well as some really fundamental research. The power of whole genome sequencing was clearly on display when myself and Professor Wedge and other trainees of the MCRC went to Sydney, Australia for the Pan-Prostate Genomics Group meeting. This is an international consortium that looks at whole genome sequencing as well as transcriptomes in patients who've received therapy. And now we're trying to combine all that information regarding the genetics of prostate cancer with outcomes. There were 2 or 3 presentations, particularly that were associated with the Manchester Cancer Research Centre on the evolution of prostate cancer and the utility of looking at hypoxia in prostate cancer. I know that the trainees that were representing the Manchester Cancer Research Centre really enjoyed the meeting because it gave them access to cutting-edge technologies within the sequencing of human cancers. I also gave a lecture while I was there, part of a first oncology lecture series for the University of Sydney entitled Synergies between Genomics and the Tumour Environment in Driving Aggressive Prostate Cancer. And I was happy to be in the company of Dr. Max Loda from Cornell University. And then, of course, we talked about a number of potential projects with the University of Sydney in terms of collaborations shortly thereafter. Last Friday, I visited Cambridge University with my laboratory staff to look at collaborations within the realm of the evolution of prostate cancer, but also the radiation responses of cells in keeping with our RadNet network. It was exciting to look at possibilities with Cambridge in terms of the potential functional screens to look at the basis of radioresistance, to understand how aggressive clones evolve using their wild-seq technologies, but also to pull it all together in machine learning and AI approach to the overall data. It was a great meeting, it was a great day, it was great weather, and again, further collaborations with Cambridge University will be solidified over the next months. From May 3rd to May 7th of this year, our researchers and representatives traveled to Glasgow for the ESTRO meeting. Of course, this is the European Society for Therapeutic Radiation Oncology, of which our radiation-related research group always does very well, and in fact this year had 35 oral presentations and 10 invited talks, and a really special award to Professor Marcel van Herk for the Emmanuel Van Schuren Award. I was very excited to see the level of research which is augmented by our presence in the RadNet network, both in terms of radiobiology as well as clinical radiation oncology. And again, these researchers did us proud at this meeting. The year's theme was radiation oncology, bridging the gap, the care gap, but I would say for Manchester, it was bridging the research gap. And I think we came across very well in our presentations. I also had the pleasure of attending and also speaking at the Greater Manchester Cancer Conference. The theme was entitled The Empowerment in Practice, Communities, Professionals, and Researchers. And I gave one of the plenary talks on the Manchester Cancer Research Centre research programming, and again, how we're really driving for scientific inclusion and also the celebration of diversity, both in our programs as well as the patients within our clinical trials. In addition to myself, other MCRC researchers talked about our programs in genomics, in breast cancer, education programs, as well as looking at electronic patient-reported outcomes and the utility of these to define new radiotherapy protocols. A further excitement was the award ceremony, where many MCRC researchers did well. No doubt the summer months will, of course, be filled with vacation, but also more meetings, and I'll be going to Philadelphia to be part of the 2025 AACR annual meeting working group to develop again a series of symposia for that meeting. With that, enjoy the rest of your May and look forward to talking to you again in June.